श्री सद्गुरुदेवतानां चरणारविन्दयोः यथाशक्ति यदा ज्ञानेन यदा मिलित उपचारद्रव्यैः ध्यान आवाहन पूर्वकं श्री गुरुपाद पूजां करिष्ये। मृदंबुजे कर्णिक मध्य संस्थं सिंहासने संस्थित दिव्यमूर्तिं ध्यायेत् गुरुं चन्द्रकला प्रकाशं सच्चित् सुखाभीष्टवरं ददानम्। ओम ब्रह्म विद्या प्रदाकारं सद्गुरुं ध्यायामि। आसनम् अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम सर्वव्यापिने सद्गुरवे नमः। आसनाय पुष्पमर्पयामि। હવે આપણે ગુરુ સ્તોત્રનો સેજવ્ય
जी। अखंड मंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जंगमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्याप्य यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्न विराजित पदाम्बुजः वेदान्ताम्बुजसूर्यो यः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चैतन्य शाश्वत व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनाद कलातीतः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्ति समारूढः तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः मुक्ति प्रदाता च तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अनेक जन्म संप्राप्त कर्म बंध विहारिणे ज्ञान आत्मज्ञान तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। शोषणं भवतिन्दोश्च ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरोः पादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरु मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुः परमदैवतम् गुरुः परतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि सद्गुरुं तं नमामि।
ओम सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम अज्ञानवे नमः। ओम अज्ञाननाशकाय नमः। ओम अज्ञाननाशकाय नमः। ओम अलंबिने नमः। ओम अलंबिने नमः। ओम अद्वैत प्रकाशकाय नमः। ओम अद्वैत प्रकाशकाय नमः। ओम अनपेक्षाय नमः। ओम अनपेक्षाय नमः। ओम अनसूयवे नमः। ओम अनसूयवे नमः। ओम अनुपमाय नमः। ओम अनुपमाय नमः। ओम अभयप्रात्रे नमः। ओम अभयप्रात्रे नमः। ओम अमानिने नमः। ओम अमानिने नमः। ओम अहिंसामूर्तये नमः। ओम अहिंसामूर्तये नमः। ओम अहेतुकदया सिन्धवे नमः। ओम अहेतुकदया सिन्धवे नमः। ओम अहंकारनाशनाय नमः। अहंकारनाशकाय नमः। ओम अहंकारवर्जिताय नमः। ओम अहंकारवर्जिताय नमः। ओम आचार्येन्द्राय नमः। ओम आचार्येन्द्राय नमः। आत्मसंतुष्टाय नमः। ओम आत्मसंतुष्टाय नमः। ओम आनंदमूर्तये नमः। ओम आनंदमूर्तये नमः। ओम आर्जवयुक्ताय नमः। ओम आर्जवयुक्ताय नमः। ओम उचितवाचे नमः। ओम उचितवाचे नमः। ओम उत्साहिने नमः। ओम उत्साहिने नमः। ओम उदासीनाय नमः। ओम उदासीनाय नमः। ओम उपरताय नमः। ओम उपरताय नमः। ओम ऐश्वर्ययुक्ताय नमः। ओम ऐश्वर्ययुक्ताय नमः। ओम कृतकृत्याय नमः। ओम कृतकृत्याय नमः। ओम क्षमावते नमः। ओम क्षमावते नमः। ओम गुणातीताय नमः। ओम गुणातीताय नमः। ओम चारुवाग्विलासाय नमः। ओम चारुवाग्विलासाय नमः। ओम चारुहासाय नमः। ओम चारुहासाय नमः। ओम छिन्न संशयाय नमः। ओम छिन्न संशयाय नमः
ॐ ज्ञानदात्रे नमः
ॐ ज्ञानयज्ञतत्पराय नमः
ॐ ज्ञानयज्ञतत्पराय नमः
ॐ तत्त्वदर्शिने नमः
ॐ तत्त्वदर्शिने नमः
ॐ तपस्विने नमः
ॐ तपस्विने नमः
ॐ तापहराय नमः
ॐ तापहराय नमः
ॐ तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतये नमः
ॐ तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतये नमः
ॐ तुल्यप्रियाप्रियाय नमः
ॐ तुल्यप्रियाप्रियाय नमः
ॐ तुल्यमानापमानाय नमः
ॐ तुल्यमानापमानाय नमः
ॐ तेजस्विने नमः
ॐ तेजस्विने नमः
ॐ श्री परमात्मानंद स्वामिने नमः
ॐ
श्री परमात्मानंद स्वामिने नमः नानाविध परिमल पत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि अथ धूपः वनस्पतिरसुभूतो गन्धाढ्यो
वनस्पतिरसोद्भूतः गन्धाढ्यो गन्ध उत्तमः
आधेयः सर्वदेवानां
धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम्
ॐ सत्पुरुषाय सद्गुरवे नमः धूपम् आध्यापयामि धूपानन्तरम् आचमनीयं समर्पयामि दीपः साज्यं त्रिवर्ति संयुक्तं वह्निनायोधितं मया दीपं गृहाण देवेश त्रैलोक्यविनिरापः ॐ आकृतिविनाशकाय सद्गुरवे नमः कर्मदीपं संदर्शयामि दीपानन्तरम् आचमनीयं समर्पयामि नैवेद्यम् ॐ सद्गुरवे नमः इति मन्त्रेण सम्प्रोक्षयेत तेन वा अमृतीकृत्य भोजयेत ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा ॐ अपानाय स्वाहा ॐ ज्ञानाय स्वाहा ॐ उदानाय स्वाहा ॐ समानाय स्वाहा ॐ ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा ॐ त्रिवक्ताः इति परिकल्पयेत् मध्ये मध्ये हिरण्मये परिकोशे रम्भापदं घृतं क्षीरं गोधूमस्य च चूर्णकं शर्करायुक्तनैवेद्यं सपादं भक्ष्यमुत्तमम् श्रीगुरवे नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि मध्ये मध्ये अमृतपानीयं समर्पयामि उत्तराभूषणं समर्पयामि हस्तप्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि मुखप्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि आचमनीयं समर्पयामि नीराजनम् ॐ इदद्भुवने प्रजानं मे अस्तु दशदेरद्धो सर्वगणद्धो सत्कारे आत्मादानि प्रजानि पशुषानि लोकाशन्याभायशानि अग्नेः प्रजां बहुलां मे कारुत्वन्नं पायोरे असमां सुदत्तान् ॐ नदस्त्र चन्द्रतारकं निर्मा विद्युतो भाद्रिवतो यमग्ने अमेव भान्तं भाति सर्वं तस्य भाता सर्वमिदं विभाति ॐ हिरण्मये न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन च यो वेदादौ स्वरप्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिः नस्य परस्य महेश्वरः मंगलदीप नीराजनं कर्पूरदीप नीराजनं समर्पयामि रक्षां धारयामि आचमनीयं समर्पयामि सद्गुरुवन्दनं
ॐ योपां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपां पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति ॐ तद्ब्रह्म ॐ तद्वायुः ॐ तदात्मा ॐ तत्सत्यम् ॐ तत्सर्वम् ॐ तत्पुरोर्नमः अनन्तश्चरति भूतेषु गुहायां विश्वमूर्तिषु त्वं यज्ञस्त्वं वषट्कारस्त्वमिन्द्रस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं ब्रह्मस्त्वं प्रजापतिः त्वं तदा महाभोज्यो वीरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरो ओम श्री सद्गुरवे नमः वेदोक्त मंत्र पुष्पांजलिं समर्पयामि
प्रार्थना
ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदि साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं त्वं नमामि भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं त्वं नमामि
ओम अनेन यथाशक्ति यथा ज्ञानेन यथा विद्या द्रव्ययुक्तेन कृतेन षोडशोपचारैः पूजनेन श्री सद्गुरुदेवताः प्रियन्ताः नमः ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु ओम पूर्णमदः
पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Yes, Nipa, now.
Swamiji, we have few people who are going to express their, gratitude. We have Kalpana Ben who from California. First one. Kalpana Ben, you'll have to unmute yourself. Should I do it from here? Yeah, please do it from there.
Shall I start? Hari Om and Pranam Swamiji. We are very grateful for so many things, but Bharat and I wanted to focus on some of the things that we are especially grateful for. First of all, we are grateful to the Rishi Parampara, Puji Swamiji, for giving us the Gnani Sannyasis like yourself, who have been regularly teaching us for so many years. Have been traveling to USA to teach us regularly. So thank you to the Parampara for that. Swamiji, Bharat and I are especially very grateful to you for coming to California for almost 12 years and giving us a chance to host you at our home. It gave us a chance to see how loving you are, how caring you are, and how concerned you are about everybody from children to elderly, like our grandchildren to my mom. You've been very concerned and caring about them. Also, you've been taking personal time to spend time with known or unknown people. Whenever they had problem, you would spend time with them to help them solve their problem or tell them how to deal with it. Many times even we have felt like if we have some problems in mind, we are stressed or something, and your talk would cover the answer to our questions, how to deal with whatever is going on in our lives. And that kind of amazed us many times. So we are grateful for that also. Lately, your teaching online, your commitment, your dedication to teach us online, many times you have even, while you were traveling in the world, you've been teaching us even through the, at the corner of airports sometimes. And thank you for continuous dedication to teach us. And yeah, basically, we enjoy your teaching. It's very, very focused. It gives us a lot of clarity, and it has a lot of humor also. Your examples are great, connected to life, so we can easily relate to whatever you're trying to teach us. So thank you for that. So on this Guru Purnima day, our prayers to Lord Someshwara to keep you healthy, to keep all the sannyasis, all the Swamijis in this parampara healthy. And we really, really would like you to continue to USA and teach us once this lockdown is over. Looking forward to seeing you in person, Swamiji. Hari Om. Pranam.
Thank you, Kalpana Aunty. Jen, as I know her, is the next one. Then you'll have to unmute yourself, please. You're unmuted.
Yeah. Now, you can hear me? Okay. Please forgive me for reading this, but I didn't want to ramble and go on forever, so I'm just going to read what I wrote. Swamiji, we are so blessed to have this opportunity to study with you. You have taught us that a competent teacher who knows and can unfold the vision of the Shastra is essential for gaining knowledge that will liberate us. You are a master at this, and you also embody 3 qualities that I find essential in a teacher. Number 1, the good teacher teaches from the heart and not a book. In all the hours I've spent with you, I've never once seen you read anything. It's obvious you have full understanding of the ultimate vision and you can draw from numerous sources in order to teach the student in front of you. You are present enough to sense what we need to hear, and you relate appropriate and relevant material to meet us where we are. And this brings me to my second qualification. The good teacher relates to his students. Swami Dayanandaji said the Guru has to create the necessary inner conditions for knowledge to take place, and he does so by using reason and by citing the student's own experiences. In that way, he helps the student to see. He creates a condition from where one cannot but see. Swami Dayanandaji was unique in so many ways, one of which was his uncanny ability to relate to anyone in the room, no matter their cultural origin. He could speak to all of us. And like him, you understand the nuances in culture, relationships, politics, and history. Yesterday, you impressed us all when you pulled out the names of US astronauts, presidents, dates, and locations from the moon landing in the 1950s. Blew my mind. And you especially get the humor. You're always good for a laugh. Your bits on coronavirus, yoga teachers, married couples, and Donald Trump are really good ones. You get it, and you're cool. You even understand all of our excuses and complaints, which makes you a great teacher. The third quality is respect. A good teacher respects his students when he is reliably consistent, on time, and organized. I have felt nothing but the utmost respect coming from you at all times. You are very consistent, almost always on time, 100% present, and entirely organized with your teaching. And even though sometimes we may take the scenic route on the Swami train, we're always progressing, always moving forward, and always staying on track. And finally, I just want to thank you for your generosity in blessing us with 2 days a week when you could easily be using your time to relax with the cows at the ashram. On a personal note, since studying together, I have found a sense of peace in my days when I remember to live in the awareness of Ishvara and that everything is in good order. I'm better able to adjust my attitude, be objective, and find joy in my present moment just as I am. But since I forget this every other minute, you'll be seeing me in class for a very long time. Swami Dayanandaji said, the Guru is the one who opens up your heart and gives you an insight about yourself. He helps you see yourself as acceptable and lovable. You have done this for me, Swamiji, and it has been the greatest gift. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Next is Suroj from Canada. Suroj, you want me to? Yes. You can unmute yourself, Suroj.
Hari Om. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Hari Om to our dearest Puja Swamiji. What a beautiful day to give our praise and express our gratitude to you on Guru Purnima. You have shared your wisdom with us continuously each week and stood by us with your love and care. We feel your presence. You removed the darkness of ignorance and brought light to our lives with this knowledge in which you impart to each and every one of us. And we are all very happy and truly grateful to have you in our lives. Guru is everything in our life. We pay our homage to the lineage of Gurus who have inspired all of us. Nothing is possible without you. When life needs some power to push us up, you are that superpower. Swamiji, you have given us wings to fly, with all the knowledge to face the everyday life with faith and strength. Thanks to coronavirus, we have more than one session per week. We seek your blessings on this auspicious occasion of Guru Purnima to continue this spiritual journey. We are also blessed and grateful for you to take the time to teach us dedicatedly every week. With all our love and gratitude, we want to thank you. Hari Om.
Thank you, Saroj. We have Neeru from New Jersey. Neeru, you'll have to unmute.
I hope you can hear me now. Pranam Swamiji, Charan Sparsh, Pranam and hello everyone. It's been about 6 years since I've known you, and thanks to Nipa and Deepak for inviting me over for all your visits and sessions. I've been grateful to be a part of it. Also the trips to the Arsha Vidya Gurukulam. And through all your teachings, whether it was the Bhagavad Gita or the Mahabharata or the Mandukya Upanishad or the recent one with Sri Raman Maharishi's Upadesh 7, all of through which you have enriched us with your teaching, your intelligence, your sense of humor, but most importantly, explaining things to us in bite size where we are able to understand according to our own capabilities. I think that has been the beauty of it. For someone like me who's just at the beginning of learning something new and your teachings, you have made that very easy and simple and digestible. I'm really, really grateful to you for it. Thanks for blessing me, our home, children, and this year we are really, really missing you. Through this time of COVID and uncertainty, you've definitely provided us all with the continuity through all your teaching. My biggest pranam to you.
Thank you, Neeru. And the last one, Swamiji, is Carlo from Argentina. Okay, Carlo, you'll unmute yourself, please.
Namaste,
Yeah.
Swamiji. Happy
Namaste.
Guru Purnima to all. Last year we were very near. Now we are less far from each other. After hearing all the people, really I don't
Carlos,
know.
can you make it louder? Carlos,
Sorry.
can you speak a little louder?
Carlo, we
Yes.
can't hear you much. I think you'll have to bring the device closer and be a little loud, please.
Okay. Do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. After hearing all the people and talking for the last, I don't have so much things to add. I'm going to talk for all the seekers in Argentina. We really appreciate and we are really grateful for not only you, Swamiji, in this auspicious day, but also for all the teachers, gurus that had come before you on all this sampradaya. They are really very, very near from our hearts. As you have experienced last year, we are really very far geographically from India, from your ashram, from your culture. So for us, it's very expensive to travel, not only now in these days of Corona, but also for this distance. We have 15,000 kilometers. So your visit last year and this possibility that we have to follow you and receive your teachings in this virtual way, for us is a very precious, and we are really grateful for that, Swamiji. As you have seen, we have not only the problem of the distance, we also have the problem of this culture. This culture, as you know, is not a Vedic culture, is not a culture that goes to Dharma, is not a culture that appreciates moksha. So these few seekers that are here in Argentina that follow you in this Zoom and you have met last year, we really need from you this be in touch with the Shastra in the way that you give to us, you teach to us, in a very acknowledged way, in a very precious way, in a very lively way. We are talking about very subtle things, we all know, and it seems from your words that this is very simple. We know that it's simple. And the thing that we all the weekends are in with you, following you, is really very joyful. So thank you, Swamiji, to be with us. And I hear that person that talked from California, that you have been a lot of times in California. I think you have to come to Argentina one more time or some more times, because you have been only one last year. So we expect you, Swamiji. Thank you for, we love so much. Thank you, Swamiji, in the name of all Argentinians. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlo. Swamiji, it will be over to you now. Please, we'll want to hear you today.
Anyone wants to express?
Anyone else who wants to say something, then please, you'll
Just
have
raise their
hand.
finger and
Yeah.
Wait. Wait, Suri wants to say something. Okay. Preeti ne kahin kiya mujhe.
Yes, Preeti, you want to say something? Rajiv bhai? You'll have to unmute yourself if you are going to talk.
And Nipa, I see Bhumi raising a finger.
Yeah. Sorry.
And Nishit also is there.
Yeah, I'll unmute one by one. I see Bhumi. Bhumi, you can start. Nishit bhai, I'll open up the mic later.
Just want to say a really big thanks. To be honest, I know I've been in touch with you indirectly through Ina and then Nipa, but in this last 3 months, because of you, I can say I have avoided a lot of work chaos and issues that would have overstressed otherwise due to COVID and lack of social life. So a lot of your teachings in Updesh Saram has actually helped me streamline not only on a personal and at an adhyatmic level, but very specifically even for a work purpose. The team I deal with and the way they deal stress, I have been able to leverage your teaching to do better at it as a portfolio program manager. And that is very much possible because the simplest way you make sense to the basic things that goes on to day-to-day life, other in addition to Gita and Mahabharat and a lot of the things you source from. So I think for me, that has been a big, huge help. So, and I'm very thankful for that. So so thank you for being who you are. Hariom.
Hariom.
Thank you, Bhumi. Yes. Nishit bhai, I'm opening up the mic for you. Yeah. You can unmute yourself. Probably you'll have to do that.
Namaste Swamiji, Hari Om. For me and Hetal, I think the very effective journey of learning through your directions and blessings is you really make us think. Step one towards learning is you make us think, and then you show a path and one of some of the best um, uh, proven or I would say from our dharma, what is the way of living life. You show that pathway, and that is so powerful. So we are really thankful to you, and Hari Om from myself and Hetal. Namaskar, and Mummy is also right here. So Namaskar, Swami.
Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hariom.
Hari Om.
Namaskar.
Thank you, Nishit bhai. I have Sujata. Can you open the mic, please, Sujata bhai? She's also wanting to say something.
Really?
Okay, I'll do that. Yes.
I think I'm unmuted now.
Yeah.
Pranam Swamiji, namaste.
Namaste.
Very grateful for you to commit your time for us. And whether we are very regular or not, I would speak for myself, for other commitments, or other obligations. Every discourse that I attend with you always sheds some light on what I have been trying to achieve in life. And so I'm very grateful to you. Particularly, I'll remember the first time I attended your discourses were for Prayerful Living Retreat in Milpitas, California. And till this day, I listen to your guided meditation from one of those days. And you will not believe how many people I have shared that with. So it has been very impactful. So thank you. And I pray for your health and well-being and your continued teaching for all of us. Namaste, Swamiji.
Thank you, Sujata. We have, next one is Asim Bhai. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Go ahead.
Okay. Hari Om Swamiji, Pranam, Namaste. It's Suhag and Asim. You know, we met by chance at the Hindu-Jewish Summit many, many years ago. And then again in Melbourne, Australia, in between in Ahmedabad. Little did I know that those chance meetings would fruit into a weekly satsang with you. You have profoundly informed and impacted not just our lives, but for me, especially my life's work, working with the Hindu American Foundation. I always know that I can ask a question and get something that really gives me deep food for thought. And for that, I'm deeply, deeply appreciative and thankful.
Hari Om Swamiji. I met you through Suhag, of course. We have been, because of our work with HAF, we've had the great fortune of having the sampark of many Mahatmas like yourself. But somehow, they say that you don't come searching for a guru finds you. It is, I believe, something from, from your blessings, Dayanand Saraswati ji's blessings, and those that have touched our lives or blessed the work that we do, that we found you. As Suhag said, you inform our work in advocacy, but more importantly, you've taught us that while we advocate for, the Hindu community and Hindu Samaj, we must not forget about our own progress and our own spiritual journey. And I think more than ever, you have really allowed us that 1 hour, or those 2 hours every week, to focus on our own personal spiritual journey. And for us, both of us born in the United States, somehow you have that wavelength, you have the language, you have the diction, and you have the knowledge to touch our lives and to really turn us onto the spiritual path. And I see it in my day-to-day interactions, my interactions with our sons, our interactions with the community. I find myself talking to nurses in the hospital as we operate about what I talked about and what we learned. And so your impact is so deep and so profound. And I feel very blessed. And I honor you today on Guru Purnima for all that you have done. Hari Om.
Thank you, Asim Bhai and Suhag. Thank you for joining from the break you're taking. Thank you so much. Toral Ben, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om.
I've grown up with you for the past 4 plus decades, and so grateful to have you as our teacher, as our family, as our world. You have given us so much love. You've been a parent and whipped us into shape with your words. You've always been a friend to us and walked us through things that we always needed help with. and you've been a teacher and showed us the right direction in life. And it was a dark night, and we were blind travelers, and you came in with a lamp in your hand and showed us light in life. So on this day of Guru Purnima, I pray to Lord Someshwara to have you be safe, healthy, and in our lives for good. I cannot imagine a world without you. So please be with us always. Hari Om.
Diman Bhai, thank you, Doraman. Diman Bhai, please unmute yourself. Yeah.
Om Swamiji. I've been very much fortunate to have grown up with you, but for the past few years, it has been a wonderful journey along with you. Understanding the nuances of our religion, all that is okay. But what I found is that you've been a guru with whom I can share each and every small details, each and everything of my life. And you've been kind enough, considerate enough to help me out of various stresses and problems, for which gratefulness is a very small word. I don't know how can I express myself. But I wish, being a selfish person, that you continue, you have a very healthy and longer life than me, so that I can always look upon you as I'm doing it now. Thank you very much. My pranam. And Yamini also joins me together. Thank you.
Thank you, Diman Bhai. Somji will be.
There is one Krishna Mohan.
Okay.
Diman from London, and this person is, I think, from India. He's in Hyderabad.
Okay, I'll unmute him.
Krishna Mohan, are you there?
Yeah. I can.
You unmute yourself and join.
Hari Om Swamiji, pranams. Really, it was 1985 February. I was searching for a teacher, and Swami Jayendra Saraswati Shankaracharya of Kanchipeetam had appeared in my dream one night in February of 85. And in July or August sometime, Swami Viditatmananji came to Rajkot and delivered lectures, morning in Gujarati and evening in English. So from first day onwards, I attended. And Swamiji, when he looked into my eyes, he asked me to stay away while giving prasada. So I just stood aside, and then after finishing everybody, he called me and spoke to me. So I said like this, I am in search of a teacher and I want to learn the scriptures. And especially I being a South Indian, I wanted in English. So immediately he introduced me to you. Yes, here Brahmachari, our Paramatmananda Saraswati is here. So he will take you to the spiritual guidance. So since then, I have been at your feet, and it was your kindness, it was your compassion that today we have been able to learn certain things and live a disciplined life, and with those virtues which you have taught us. In 1990, I moved out from Rajkot. Still, your energy was with me, and always you were there to guide me. And your letters, you used to write wonderful letters addressing my dear blessed self. So those letters, still I look to them, and I get inspiration. And again, 1992, perhaps again, I visited Rajkot, and you were at Archana Road, University Road. And in 96, when I visited, the ashram was built. And when I visited Swamiji, I can feel that energy even today. When I prostrated and touched your feet, you just stood me up and you hugged me. So that was like a motherly feeling and like a teacher. And I was just mad for you, Swamiji, and it was really your greatness. today we are fortunate to have been connected like this. And whenever there were any opportunities, I used to take these opportunities and meet Swamiji. And Swami Dayananda Saraswati was, when he was in Baroda, when he visited, you asked me to go to Baroda and you made my stay also with somebody. And those things really went. And here, to every one of my colleagues, what I wanted to say is, I always felt like our Swamiji and Swami Paramatmananda, they are brothers. And I always remember them like Swami Vidyaranya and Swami Sayanna, who were brothers during Krishnadevaraya's era. They were the teachers and they both of them renounced from the same family. And I always correlate Swamiji and Paramatmananda with Swami Vidyaranya and Swami Sayanna. I prostrate the Divine Mother of yours who gave both of you to this lineage, and grateful to you, Swamiji. Prostrations. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Krishnaji.
Astanga Pramas to you, Swamiji.
Shwetaben, you'll have to unmute yourself.
One more.
Yeah.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om.
Swamiji, you have been in my life since I was a small kid, and I am still a kid in front of you. Anytime I think about you, it always brings a big smile on my face and in my heart. The love that you have shown throughout the lifetime has always touched my heart. And I'm so, so blessed and grateful for everything. And like my brother said, I wish you are there all throughout my life, and God shower you with all the good health to stay with us. Cannot ask for anything from the God and your blessings more than what I have gotten in my life. And I'm so grateful for everything. On this day, Swamiji, my special love and pranam to you.
Namaste.
Thank you, Swetaben. Swamiji, over to you.
Yeah, something. I see all of you falling short of the words to express yourself. Same here. For any teacher, when a teacher sees the students growing, and there is a unique growth. That way it is mentioned in Shastra, Vidyanande Brahmananda. The joy of knowledge is like the joy of Brahman. When you discover yourself to be Brahman, you know you are not body-mind complex, etc. And any joy, any sukham, see, knowledge gives tremendous sukham. Just think of your childhood when homework was given and you suppose you like mathematics or you like language and you know it. It was so joyful to discover that. So knowledge always is joyous. And it is a Brahmananda, direct. Therefore Archimedes got out, eureka, eureka. So absorbing. The most absorbing is the self-knowledge, which eases out the burden which has been created and we are carrying, the ego, unnecessarily. as Puja Swamiji often used to quote the commercial of Indian Railway, travel light and make the journey happy. Travel light. Those days, people used to carry so much of luggage, including a bedding and water jug and etc. So, studying to Vedanta is reducing the luggage and making the journey pleasant. And to see you being more pleasant than what year before, to see you being happy with yourself, to see you having an insight about yourself, about your interaction with the people, about your relations, everything. This is, in American jargon, unquantifiable joys. And it makes us very happy. And not only happy, very satisfied, contentment, a feeling of sense of contentment that you all are growing. And quite a few of you mentioned about the parampara, the tradition. This knowledge is equated with Ganga, Gangaji, the perennial flow of water, Ganga. And if you want to take bath in Gangaji, you go to a ghat, a place where the infrastructure, the facility to take bath is created. There are steps and then there is a chain to hold you because it's very gushing water flowing. And there you do Ganga Pujanam. You offer your namaskaras and dravyas and etc. to Gangaji. Some of you might have done at Rishikesh or Ashram Ghat. Similarly, when you offer puja at a ghat, Gangaji starts from Gomukh to all the way beyond Calcutta, Ganga Sagar. And to worship the entire Ganga, you cannot. So whichever place you are, and whatever amount of water is there available, and you do puja, that puja goes to entire Gangaji. So any offering or any puja to the teacher goes to this Gnana Ganga. And the blessings from the teacher is, you can say, like a ghat, the available quantity of water over here. You do puja. You cannot reach out the whole Gangaji, but whatever you can, so you do it here. So any namaskara or pujas to teacher, your teacher is to hold tradition. It is not to one person. It is the whole Guru. Guruji is, you can say, he is that ghat of Gangaji of the entire teaching tradition. And the blessings of the teacher is blessings of the entire tradition. So, any sincere seeker who is studying the Shastra sincerely and growing is always fulfilling to a teacher, like a baby growing, you're joyous. And the blessings of a teacher is nothing but the blessings of the entire tradition. Acharyas who are teaching now in anywhere to anyone, or in the past, you receive the blessings of all the teachers. May you continue receiving these blessings. When you miss this knowledge, you are missing moksha. Moksha is to discover the limitlessness of myself, discover Aham Purna. When you miss the knowledge, you miss that fullness, that limitlessness. In the words of mathematics, you miss the infinity. The loss is infinite. What all you achieve in the world is some small, some petty things. And what you miss is infinity. And when you pursue this infinity at the exclusion of others, giving priority and commitment, you lose only petty things. Though samsaris will think, oh, big thing, you lost it. But they are worthless. Not even petty. These are worthless things you miss. What counts is this, as they say in Gujarati, ekda vagarna minda છે બધા. It is like zeros. You keep adding the zeros without one. But you have one, then you add 1 0, it makes sense. 2 zeros make further sense. 3 zeros make further sense. Similarly, this knowledge is like this one. Otherwise, all zeros are worthless. So, it's just blessings or grace of Ishvara that you are connected to this. Some of you mentioned, and since some of them mentioned, I thought of others also, those who are attending. Each one has a story how they got connected to me. And most of you have connection with minimum 5, 10 to 20, 30, 40 years. Some nimitta, something happened and connected you. Who connected, how connected has disappeared, but you continued. And the classic example is our Dhanyanandi. You know, originally her brother used to come like this, COVID-19. There was some issue in Gujarat, all over India. There are students' agitation on strike. Colleges, universities, schools were closed all over India. And her brother was studying in engineering, and like with Krishna Mohan, he used to attend the class accidentally. And he somehow got loved me, and then every day after the morning class, he will sit with me, and I was just fairly available. So he would take breakfast and tea with me and spend time and go home at 10 o'clock, 10:30 sometimes. As a young boy, he never woke up before 10. But for my class, he used to wake up at 6 and attend class and reach home at 10. The whole family had a big question mark. What has happened to this fellow? Sadhu Baba hai burki nakhi. That's what his mother thought. And then some Swami has mesmerized him. That's what they told me later. They thought like that. And Dhanyanandji and her brother were so close that she used to miss him. So she came to me almost to check with me who am I, and then wanted to make a complaint that you have taken away my brother from me. It was out of hurt she came. She did argue with him at home quite a few days that you shouldn't go, and he didn't listen. And he said, I'm going to tell Swami that he should not let you in. So she came. Now she became a sannyasi, and that fellow got married and settled in US. That's how the world is. So you have nimitta, some punya, purvajanma punya, that connection took place and you continued. And you have a grace of Bhagavan, that you have Shraddha, Shastra and the teachings. The Shraddha will become stronger as you proceed in the journey. Keep on discovering the thing. See the beauty of the Shastra in your own life. And therefore, the Shraddha the bond becomes stronger. And thereby commitment becomes further stronger. So, on this occasion, as I said, nobody can claim the knowledge. It belongs to whole tradition. You know? So, whatever gratitude that you express to me, I pass on to the teachers who are beyond me, on my head, because of whom I am shining or whatever I do. Like you, I also seek their blessings. I have to seek double blessing that I may find time to teach. Because my teacher has asked me to take care of the Acharya Sabha and all that, so I don't know. But as you rightly said, I mean it, I am committed to teach. I shall try and continue to teach. And let us enjoy that grace, that knowledge speaks to us. We see through and through those meanings of the words in ourselves, in our day-to-day life, in our persona. And may you all grow further to discover that Ananda that is you, the free person that is you, the person who doesn't lack anything. You are that. The person who is Purna, self that is Purna. May the grace and the blessings of the teacher keep flowing to take all of you to the end, to the goal, to moksha. My blessings also for the same. In these prayers, happy for all of you. I am happy for all of you. Okay. And the last Shweta said, you know, I also would say, I love you all. You all are beautiful souls. There is tremendous beauty in you. Just needs to be cleared, certain misconceptions, wrong values, and few things. And the beauty of the person will shine up. You are that. And I put my dollar on you, if I use that American word. So I know you are that. And so I'm sure you will discover that. I have trust in you. I trust, I'm confident you will do that. So may you continue, and may your life may not pose any external challenges which can stifle your pursuit of knowledge. May your mind be with you with these blessings. Namaste. Again, happy for all of you. As usual, since I'm happy with you, I'm always smiling. I don't know how to cry also, but I'm happy. And I love you all. And lots of blessings and prayers for you. So 1 week I'll not be available. I have some urgent work to attend. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thanks to Deepak and